it's just so special for such our club, mate, our club.
Lastly, after 57 years of pain, it's coming home.
Hey there, TJ here, and welcome to Yeahthedees, where I'm taking a retrospective look at our first premiership season in 57 years, one game at a time. So it's been a bit hard for me to put some content out lately, dealing with a bunch of stuff at work, and then got COVID as well, so that's fun. Kind of ruined all my plans, but oh well, let's get on with it. This is episode 12 and we are covering round 7 versus North down in Tassie at Blundstone Area in Hobart. It is Sunday, May 2nd, 2021 for this 1:10 PM game. We're undefeated after our big win against the Tigers on Anzac Day, and the Kangaroos are still searching for their first win of the season. I had spent the previous Thursday before this game at Marvel Stadium watching Yeahthedees defeat North Melbourne in the VFL by 107 points. The Kangaroos VFL team took until 12 minutes into the third quarter to kick their first goal. The Yeahthedees kicked 19 for the game, with 8 being in the last quarter. Sam Wiedemann was still pushing for selection. He kicked 4 goals, 3 in that game, with James Harms as best on ground in the midfield along with Tom Sparrow. But none of those 3 are in the final team for our AFL game. On to the team selection. And Jack Viney is out with a hot spot in his foot. It's his toe that's giving him a bit of trouble again. Chandler was out as the sub because he played in the VFL game. This brings Oscar Baker in for his only real game of the season, as he was used as a sub twice. Nathan Jones is now the sub, with Baker coming in for Viney. And Big Ben Brown is in for his first game for the D's against his old side in his hometown in Tasmania. North are getting their hands on the footy first early. They get the first clearance and kick the first goal. They kick the second shortly after, and we're just a bit of a step behind with the urgency in this game. Jake Lever takes a great mark here as Tomlinson keeps his opponent out of the marking contest. This is the sort of defensive work that we see a lot happen with our defensive 6 and them working together. Cozzy gets caught high to give him our first opportunity at goal. He almost bananas one through on a tough angle. Not even 5 minutes into the game and Adam Tomlinson does his ACL. He comes off and Nathan Jones is subbed on. Adam misses the rest of the season here. I was absolutely shattered when this happened. I was like, oh man. Our best thing for the first 6 games has been our defence. What the hell are we going to do now? There's a very strong mark here from Michael Hibbard whilst we're a man down in defence. There's some brilliance here from Clayton Oliver, which leads to a handball to Christian Petrarca. He kicks inside 50 after North spoil each other. Ben Brown taps the ball to Fritsch, who wheels around and snaps our first goal.
Comes through, here's Ben Brown, trying to do the team thing, and so clever from Fritsch. Found the space, there wasn't much available, but he used it to put through the first goal.
That'll be his first of 6 today. Tackle from Rivers leads to some nice work on the wing by Neil Bullen and Jake Malcolm, who kicks into 50 to Gawn. The ball spills in front of Fritsch and he kicks his second and our second for the game.
Finished yet, Fritsch will work it out again. Such a smart player, and he's in career best touch.
Jackson gets a goal out the back, and now we've kicked 3 in a row.
Tomlinson's injury is long term. Oh, that fell for Jackson, and he cruises in for Melbourne's 3rd goal as the D's take the lead for the first time in the game.
There was a really nice intercept mark from Trent Rivers to set up this play. North respond right away and scores a level. Petrarca picks the pocket here, gets a handball off, which leads to a big Ben Brown mark at 50. A beautiful kick from him that was touched on the line, and then the ball goes down the other way and North kick a goal through Tom Powell. So for this quarter, North Melbourne just got their hands on the ball a bit more. Ben Cunnington's doing a lot in the middle and giving us a bit of problems there. North gave themselves great chances and they capitalised on a lot of their opportunities. We haven't applied the same heavy pressure we have in our previous games, yet we're only 5 points down. So we kicked 3-2-20 to North's 4-1-25 and trail by 5 points. Some really nice play out the back here when our quick handballs get us out of defensive 50. But North kicked the first goal to go 12 points up. Stephen May does some really nice running here to spoil a certain goal. Cozzy Pickett roves the pack and runs into forward 50. He decides to hit up Eddie Langdon rather than going for the goals. Eddie Langdon kicks truly and brings it back to 7 points.
Decided not to shoot for goal instead. Brought his teammate into the picture. And Ed Langdon will go back and have the shot for goal.
I love that from Cosy.
Yeah.
At no stage was he thinking the low percentage shot for goal from the pocket running at full speed.
There's a really nice tackle here from Nathan Jones.
Baker took it from the outside. It was a delicate little kick for Jones. Had to charge back and get it. More than a match for Curtis Taylor.
Ben Brown gets out the back of the pack and soccer kicks through his first goal for the D's. It's back to 1 point, but North are hanging around a bit and they kick one back.
Okay, Jordan to full forward, under pressure. Oh, Ben Brown got it!
Max Gawn touches it on the line here and saves another goal. We rebound coast to coast with Cozzy on the end of it. Just watch our boys run here. Here come the D's.
Now it's all about speed, and Walker showed it wasn't just about speed, it was determination as well. But they come through, Melksham to Pickett, and the D's from one end to the other.
The next centre clearance almost ends up in another Cozzy goal. So there's a couple of close chances here.
Pickett ready. It's still in. Cozzy Pickett. Oh, he's missed.
There's a great mark by Charlie Spargo here. And then North Melbourne kick a goal to make the difference 7 points. I love here how Trent Rivers doesn't let Stevenson run around him and then the ball ends up in Lever's hands. So one of the big talking points coming out of this game was the Fritsch forearm. He was initially put up at the tribunal for this hit and then it got let off. I thought it was really interesting that nobody actually brought this up, but you can see that Bailey Fritsch is wearing a glove. He's wearing a glove because his hand was broken 2 weeks earlier. So that was the reason why he actually led and defended with his forearm, was because he wasn't going to put any pressure on his hand. Yet that was never brought up through the media, and I found that really interesting. The Kangaroos go on to kick 2 more goals before half-time to make the margin 19 points. So we kicked 3-2-20 to North's 5-4-34. So we're now 6-4-40 to North's 9-5-59 and trail by 19 points. After half-time, our pressure is back at the appropriate level, and Simon Goodwin's thrown some magnets around with Tom McDonald now playing in defence, which gives us a bit of a better structure defensively behind the ball. Fritsch goals after some Cozzy magic on the boundary, and now he has his third. North kick a goal shortly after that, but it'll be the second last of the match for them. Spargo replies quickly with a goal after roving the front of the pack.
He's put that over the head of Ben Brown. Spargo, can he snap a goal to start something for the D's?
Well, nice roving from Spargo. They need that little spark up in that forward line. Cozzy Pickett can't go all by himself. And here we have Ben Brown in his first game.
There is a disaster of defensive efforts from the Roos, and it ends up in another Fritsch goal.
It's the job. Brown the tackle. The handball in hope. Fritsch. It was a disaster for the Roos.
One of my favourite moments of the match here is this magic that Cozzy Pickett does down the wing. Cozzy weaves through some packs and keeps his tenacity at the ball. Keeps going down and ends up being able to kick truly and goal as well. So we've now kicked 3 in a row and we're only down by 2 points. So we're looking a bit more like the Melbourne we've seen in the previous 6 weeks, with our tenacity around the ball and our pressure around the other team's midfield. We give Ben Brown an opportunity to kick a goal. He kicks truly. Now we're up by 4 points.
This should be more to his liking. From 35 metres out, there's a magnificent kick for goal, and he shows it there.
A holding the ball decision leads to Luke Jackson kicking the ball inside 50 to a completely uncontested Bailey Fritsch. Bailey kicks his 5th for the day, which is a career high, beating his previous record of 4.
He's had 17 disposals, 10 in this quarter.
Oh, that's inexcusable.
That has dropped onto the chest of Bailey Fritsch.
Inexcusable.
Number 31 for Melbourne for his 5th goal. Oh, he's got it.
We had some really nice play here, which leads to Christian Petrarca having a chance on goal. There was a bit of an arm wrestle for the last few minutes of the quarter, but ultimately we're putting enough pressure on to choke up North Melbourne's attack and chances at goal. So for that third quarter, we kicked 6 goals 3, 39, to North's 1 goal 1, 7. So we are now 12-7, 79 to North's 10-6, 66. And we are leading by 13 points going into the last quarter. So throughout the first 8 minutes, North kicked the first goal of the quarter. and then we go on to kick the last 4 of the game and run out winners. Let's have a look at the very few highlights that are in this quarter. There is the Ben Brown head clash which happens and players get busted open. Ben Brown doesn't really take too much part of the game any further. I believe he needed a couple of stitches and that was it for that one. Jordan kicks a wild goal after players restarted with a ball up after that incident.
Game still up for grabs, 6 points the difference. Jordan steps up and stepped on through. And Melbourne's first goal is delivered.
We get out of the centre and boom it inside 50. There's no mark and Neil Bullen gets a handball off as Oliver runs forward and kicks a goal.
Release the ball somehow. Oliver. Oh, found a way. Outstanding goal.
Bailey Fritsch takes a wonderful grab and kicks his 6th goal for the game. This is now his new career high, beating the 5 he had kicked today and the 4 that he had kicked before that. This will get beaten the second time we play Adelaide.
He's been the touch of class inside 50. So much holding going on, maybe the umpires deemed that they were both holding Gawn and Mackay, so they let it go.
There is a great centre clearance right after Bailey Fritsch's goal, which ends up in a missed opportunity.
The middle. Neil Bullen. Oh.
Michael Hibbard cops a falcon here, and then Cozzy kicks his 3rd for the game, and that's pretty much it. We did what we needed to do and got the job done in the half of footy. So we outworked them in the second half and kicked the last 4 goals of the game. 4 goals straight, 24 points to North's 1 goal 1 in that last quarter. So we finish on 16-7, 103 to North's 11-7, 73 and won by 30 points. In the second half, we kicked 10-3 to 2 goals 2. So yeah, they're good. We got into a bit of a hole. We lost a very important defender, but happened to come back to win. We kept North to 2 goals in the second half of the game, and Bailey Fritsch kicked 6 goals. On to the bad, and Adam Tomlinson's ACL is definitely the worst thing in this game, and possibly the worst thing that happened to the D's this year. There was not enough pressure early in the first half, and I really expected a better win and expected better from the team to set the game up earlier so they didn't have to put all the effort in the second half to make sure that we won. Yeah, the centre bounce stats. So Max Gawn attended 18 in the ruck and Luke Jackson attended 13. Christian Petrarca attended 81% of the centre bounces with 25, Clayton had 24. Angus Brayshaw attended the most here he does for all year, and that's 14 centre bounces. James Jordan had 13, Nathan Jones 10, Malcolm 4, Pickett 2 and Neil Bullen with 1. With our kick-ins, Stephen May took 4, Tom McDonald took 1, Trent Rivers took 1 and Christian Salem took 1. On to the Brownlow votes now, and Cozzy Pickett got the 1 vote, Bailey Fritsch got the 2 votes and Ben Cunnington took the 3. On to the coaches' votes, and Bailey Fritsch picked up the perfect 10, Ben Cunnington picked up 8, Aaron Hall got 3, Christian Salem got 3, Christian Petrarca got 3, Keziah Pickett got 2 and Luke Jackson got 1. So on to my votes now, and I gave Christian Petrarca the 1 vote for his 23 disposals, 8 clearances. He had 500 and something metres gained and had a pretty good game. Oliver, I gave the 2 votes. He won contested possessions and he was probably the difference in the middle, even though our midfield was beaten by Ben Cunnington on the day for a lot of the clearances. I gave Luke Jackson the 3. He had a career best 22 disposals and got the Rising Star nomination for this game. Christian Salem I gave the 4 votes to. He was solid all day. He was absolutely great defensively and really helped set up our pushes forward. 5 votes I gave to Cozzy Pickett. He kicked 3 goals and I felt that he applied the most pressure throughout the day. And then I gave Bailey Fritsch the 6 votes for 6 goals. He kicked 6 goals out of a possible 16 that the team kicked, which is pretty good. I thought he thoroughly deserved the 6 votes. So if we have a look at our leaderboard now, Clayton Oliver's still leading on 23, followed by Jake Lever on 21. The Christians, Petrarca and Salem are both on 19, Max Gawn on 15, and then Bailey Fritsch and Cozzy Pickett are the next 2 closest. So on to Bang 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 and my favourite 3 goals from the game.
Surely not another one. Handball to Oliver. Streaming through. Bang! Bang, bang, bang!
This should have been rushed over. There should have been enough pressure. There's a little bit of corralling going on. Does the whole ball cross the boundary line? It's hard to see from that angle, but he keeps it in. The umpire doesn't blow the whistle, and it's a good finish from Fritsch. I don't know if this angle is going to tell us any better.
But you're right about the corralling, Jason. It kills football.
You've got to close them down.
I mean, look at that one from Mackay. Doesn't go at the man with the ball. What are you coming for? Let's see how it unfolds.
And as soon as you let it get over the back from this position, Jared, you're inevitably in trouble.
You've got Wingman coming from outside. He'll come on screen shortly. And there is the running machine. Could well have got a free kick, and they just kept charging, didn't they? That was well set up by Melbourne. Everybody was on the one page, and as you said, the key is as soon as it gets behind, you all start charging, and there's the running man. Should have got a free kick for mine, but nevertheless.
I thought he did well, Josh Walker, just to get himself tangled up and try and hold things up, but the
3-1 in this third term.
Certainly back to the future with Tom McDonald kicking the ball out. Good tackling, but too many mistakes coming from North Melbourne.
Look at again, pivotal. Petrarca demanded Brown to come at him. Mackay saw him off. Here's Cozzy. It's a different game when he's involved.
involved up on the wing, keeps it alive.
Yep.
And then look at him run on. He gets involved again. Sidesteps, gives, and he continues to run. He keeps going. At no stage does he drop off. And then he's the one there to rope the ball front and square and kick the goal. He makes it look easy, but nothing is easy about any of what he's doing here.
And it all starts with the pressure. I mean, it's the easiest thing to do, but it fluctuates so greatly. 2-2-3 is the number in the first quarter. It was 168. They moved it to 188 in the second quarter.
Thank you so much for watching this episode of Yeahthedees and enjoying another great game in our premiership winning season. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please like and subscribe. Tell another D's fan, and go the D's.
Petrarca! Oh wow! How good is that? Sparrow to make it a 3-goal, 3-quarter night lead. He's got it! Surely not another one. Handball to Oliver, streaming through. Bang! Bang, bang, bang! Melbourne are the premiers for 2021.
And it's just so special for our club, mate, our club.
Lastly, after 57 years of pain, it's coming home.